And Kirk Von Krueger, I'll start with you, former player out on the PBA Tour.
Long time ago, Mike.
This event is becoming something special for the highly competitive tournament bowler, not only the exempt tour out on the PBA Tour, but those with competition are finding their way to the World Series for the best festival of bowling in town.
I agree. I think if you're a bowler and you want to test your skills against the greatest bowlers in the world and a chance to make a little coin, over $1 million in prize money this year, you've got to come to the World Series of Bowling.
And you competed a little bit, so you know what it's like to shoe up and go against the best.
Yeah, I did my duty back in the mid-'90s, and I had a little bit of success. I managed to pay my bills, but I was like one of the oldest rookies on tour, so it didn't last very long for me.
But thankfully, we found your way into the tournament director's chair as we get on with this World Series of Bowling. Mike Monyak also competed out on the PBA Tour, pair of regional titles to your credit, and one 12th place finish out there on the big tour.
Yeah, about 10 years before Mr. Von Krueger did. We had rocks for bowling balls back then. But yeah, this is a great event. I mean, I wish we'd had something like this when I was bowling, because it's a great event for the guy who thinks he can compete, who can compete. But let's say you got a guy who's got a professional career making money as a job. This gives him the opportunity to take 2 weeks vacation and come out and beat heads with the best guys in the world and see if he's really got it. And if it's your week, it's your week. You can make a nice piece of change and still have your job when you go home.
Well, take off the manager hat, the director of bowling operations hat, for just a second and put yourself into the head of these competitors, whether they're already one of the folks that are on the entry list for this event, and entries are still being taken at PBA.com, or somebody that's thinking of bowling this event. It's a grueling event.
It's a real grueling event. That's the one big thing about it. There are a lot of games, a lot of stress, because you've got to compete every day, and you've got to compete well every day to get where you want to be, and that's on the shows at the very end. So it is a tough event. If you're not in shape both mentally and physically, you're not going to be able to make it. But a lot of guys out there are in shape, and all the guys on the tour are in shape. So if you're thinking about it, better start practicing if you haven't already.